celebrating the resiliency of breast cancer survivors while supporting those in the midst of their fight. The Breast Cancer Network is aiming to do just that through the inaugural Sparkle with Hope Gala. Joining us now to speak more about how you can help raise critical funds and attend this event is Rob Jones, the Executive Director of the Breast Cancer Network of Western New York, and of course Kimberly LaRusso with Sweet Buffalo, who is also the Gala's MC.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff. I want to touch on, first of all, of course, this is the inaugural event, which is very exciting, but you are no stranger to helping out those battling or survivors of breast cancer. So can you just take me through a little bit more about what the organization, what the network is?
Sure. So we are a full-service breast cancer support organization. We do a lot of support group programming. We do restorative health classes. We have a great program for people that are newly diagnosed that Kim's aware of, and we just try to help people out as much as we can.
I think this is such an amazing idea. You know, in the middle of February, toward the end of February, when this event is, people are looking for ways to get out of the house. They're looking to get dressed up, and you can do just that. So could you guys share a little bit more about what the gala is?
Yeah, so we're going to do basically a cocktail hour. So it's going to be at the Forbes Theater, which is at 500 Pearl, which is a great building. I wasn't aware of the Forbes Theater, but it actually is an old theater with a stage and a balcony, and it's turned into a banquet facility. So we'll do like a cocktail hour there, and then do a dinner and a full plated dinner, and then we'll have a program too. And Kim will be emceeing, and so we'll have some speeches and things like that, and then we'll also do. We do an annual award every year for research, so we do a research donation, and we'll be announcing the recipient of that award at the gala, and that'll be the program, and hopefully that recipient will be there to accept it.
I think this is such an amazing thing that you guys are doing, and the fact that all of the money stays local is huge. Kimberly, you, of course, have been very vocal about your journey and your battle with breast cancer. How important is it to focus on survivors, but also be raising these funds for people who might be going through something like this, either for the first time or might have a family member that is dealing with this? Yeah,
research is so important. I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for research. So the type of breast cancer I have is HER2 positive, and a little more than 20 years ago, there was a medicine called Herceptin that was invented, and that is what is saving my life. So, you know, 20 years ago, my outcome would be a lot different. So if you don't have those research dollars and you don't have people advocating, unfortunately, women will not be here. So we need all the help we can get. So I'm very grateful to the Breast Cancer Network. I've been supporting them even before I had breast cancer. We have a mutual friend, Audrey Hall from EcoServe Pest Services, who introduced me, and I just thought the work that they did was incredible. They really focus on connecting with the individuals that are battling, and that's so important.
Now, Audrey and her company are one of the many sponsors of this event, which obviously this would not be what it is without those sponsors. So for people who are at home listening and hearing about this, how can they get involved if they want to help?
Yeah, they can just reach out. We've got, our website is bcnwny.org, so the sponsorship opportunities are posted there. They can give us a phone call or, just reach out via email. And back to Audrey, just real quick there, EcoServe, Audrey and her company have been doing fundraising for us since 2018.
That's excellent.
And I think they've raised over almost $40,000 for us. And it's that we're so grateful for that. We always say we're funded by the generosity of our community, and that's just a perfect example of how that works. And they're great friends to have. Absolutely.
For people who are interested in attending, when can they purchase tickets? How can they purchase tickets? And when is the event happening?
So yeah, it's February 26th. It's from 6 to 9. Tickets are available now. Again, it's on our website, Sparkle with Hope, and they can just do it there.
And wear your sparkles.
I was just going to say.
Very excited.
And the diamond tickets are on sale there as well. For $25, you get a crack at a diamond.
Very nice. How exciting is this?
Yeah, I want a diamond.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who doesn't want a diamond?
You know what? You're right up my alley with that. Well, thank you both so much. And as always, we'll, of course, have the details on how you can attend and where you can purchase tickets right on our website. But thank you so much for being here and talking a little bit more about this.
Thank you.
Absolutely.